Hey guys, welcome back to another epic snapshot review. Welcome back to another welcome back to another epic snapshot review. Like last week's, I think it was last week's. Not much new was added. Right now, the week before last, because there was no snapshot last week. Oh, why does it start raining once I start recording? Anyway, yeah, like the last snapshot, whenever it was. Not much new was added, but there are still some new features from the update, and that is in the form of stone and stalactites and stalagmites. Now, I mean, that was really the largest, like pretty much the only real new addition, but a few changes were made. Like, candles can no longer, like, float like this. Like that, it just does not work. I am pressing right click. I'm shifting that. It just does not work. Now, the only reason these are still floating is because I placed them before they made it so that you can't place them on air. So I have floating candles. Yeah, and you may have noticed that the spyglass item looks different. It is now three-dimensional. Oh, my game is really lagging, but I mean, it's like the old versus new interface. I don't know quite what to call this, but I was attached to the old design, but I think that this does work better overall. But yeah, those were really just the most noteworthy changes. I mean, there were a few more texture changes, but overall, everything's mostly the same. But anyway, now on to the dripstone. Now I mean, the stalactites and stalagmites are like in the form of pointed dripstone, but that's not really the main thing. The main thing is this new block, which has a really unique texture. Kind of reminds me of like one of those cereal brands, one of those generic cereal brands. I mean, I can't think of any in particular. Like the green things. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, that's it's not really a complaint. I just think that's kind of funny. Yeah, these I mean, I don't know if they. Well, I'm pretty sure that the dripstone spawns naturally. I don't know if it like really grows at all or shrinks. But none of this stuff has grown or shrunk since I last placed it, so I guess not. But yeah, you can pretty much make them go as tall or as low as you want. But one thing I noticed is that, I mean, they do have hit boxes. You can't walk through them. But like, I mean, with one like this where it's just like a pillar, all of these hit boxes are the same shape, so you can't really climb up them or walk up them. But if it's 3 or less, you can use them as like stairs because the hitboxes are in differing sizes, so I found that pretty interesting. And if you're in survival, I'm not going to demonstrate, but if you're in survival and you fall on one of these pointed dripstones, then you will take damage. And if one of these the stalagmites, the stalactites, sometimes they will fall on you. Well, sometimes they'll fall, and if it happens to hit you, then you will also take damage from that. Now, I'm sure you guys have already noticed this, but if there's a water or lava source above one of the stalactites, sorry if I pause in the middle of saying stalactite or stalagmite. It's still hard for me to keep track of which one's which. But they will slowly drip the little water or lava particles, and if you place a cauldron below them, then they will fill up. So, yeah, Minecraft just technically added infinite lava into the game, because, I mean, lava spawned naturally in the nether and stuff, but it's not like water where you can make an infinite source like that, and technically the nether and the overworld both have an end. So, theoretically speaking, lava was not infinite before this, but now you can have as much lava as you'll possibly need. And finally, the last really noteworthy feature about the pointed dripstone is that when you throw a trident at it, it breaks. I mean, I'm not quite sure why that was included, but I think it's a nice touch. It adds a bit more realism in there. And yeah, like the small ones, they're a lot like the amethyst buds, where they do have a hitbox, although they're not really tall enough or big enough to be considered actual, like, normal-sized blocks. But that's really the majority of the features added or changed in the snapshot. Again, nothing too exciting. But I think overall, I mean, the snapshots so far have been really good. But I think this one, like, it's just, to me at least, I'm completely happy with it. I mean, I'm completely happy with the features that have been added and the way that they function. I think that the dripstone, I guess the one drawback, and it's not even a drawback, is that, like, just the visual aspect, the visual aesthetic of the dripstone doesn't feel like it belongs in Minecraft, but the concept itself does. Like, I mean, if I were playing Minecraft, I wouldn't expect to see a block that looks like this in the caves. I would assume that, like, I kind of wish that it was, like, more gray and more like stone. But I mean, maybe they did that on purpose so that it's more noticeable. But I mean, the visual side of it, I'm not the biggest fan of. But yeah, everything else, that's a plus from me. It's raining again? How? I've been recording for like 5 minutes. How? Is that normal? Anyway, that's gonna wrap things up for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and hopefully you all are enjoying this snapshot review series that I'm doing. I mean, none of you have openly said that you're against it, so I'm just gonna keep going with this. And there should be a new video out within the next couple of days. I finished the script for it. Yes, it's gonna be a scripted video, and I just have to record it and then edit it. Yeah, and also, unless there's a delay like there was for Spooktacular, the Halloween thing, the event, Hypixel should start the Christmas or holiday themed event within the first couple of days of December, and with that will come Grinch Simulator, and I cannot contain my excitement at all. I've already got my Christmas skin. It's very bland and generic, but I'm getting into the mood. Still though, this is uploaded on Thanksgiving, so for those of you who celebrate it, happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're all able to celebrate it even with the circumstances. But that's all I have to say. Remember to sub and like if you want to. I'm not gonna beg for them, but I'm just putting that out there if you're feeling generous. And I have a Discord server and a Twitch channel. Both will be linked in the description. I'm probably going to do a stream on Twitch within the next couple of days, so you can look forward to that. And with all that said, hopefully you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Bye. Yeah, also, I thought it was kind of funny how, like, when you look at the spyglass and some positions, it looks really weird. Like, bye.